receives it, and shot from distance as blocked, and Churchill leaves it, and it goes straight through to Harnett. There's Bradnock down that right hand side, trying to beat Harriet for pace, and he eventually had to turn back. Back to Thomas. Takes a moment before crossing. Hannaford gets to it. Hits it dangerously across his box, but Burford couldn't get to it, and Bernardillo, Harriet will clear instead, and there's Churchill. Somehow retains position. Judge have handled the ball and actually gets a yellow card, which, to be fair, I don't think that was deserving of a yellow, but all the same, he'll have to remain a bit careful. And a lot of commendations here for the young man, Basil Trail, not just on his goal, but in his performance. A level of heart is shown. The young man, he's been fantastic today, and here he is on the ball again. Receives that, lovely good turn there. Every move he makes is being applauded, and he's deserving of that praise. Robinson couldn't track him there, and there's Benjamin to Harriet. Sean Williams out wide to Benjamin. Steps over, leaves it for Harriet. For Ray Limbs rather. And skips away from Thomas, who's absolutely all over him like white on rice. And because of that, his judge fouled him, rightfully so. About 8 minutes to go in this half, and I must say it's not really been close here. Mount Pleasant have been totally dominant, but the football has been enjoyable, I must say that. It's been an enjoyable encounter. Mount Pleasant do make the game look quite easy. And Harriet now has a chance to raise the roof here with another brilliant delivery. And of course, his delivery led to the first goal, which of course was a strike from Benjamin. Now here's Henry. Oh, good skill there to beat his man. Burford gets beyond him again with the pace. His cross comes in. No one there to meet it, and it's cleared away from Bradnock. And Phillip gets it out wide to Williams, who skips away from Kamara Reed. His number 10 counter, but the referee says no foul. And Linton loses the ball to Williams. And here's Henry. Cuts back. Has Linton 1v1. Opts to use Williams. Williams uses it to Linton. Now here's Thomas. Spins, turns. Linton. Thought he saw Robinson, but that's out of touch. Will be a throw to Mount Pleasant. Take no prisoners, really. There is no mercy rule when Mount Pleasant play football. They are out to do one thing, and that is to score goals. They entertain in the process, but that is first and foremost their concern. Goals, goals, and more goals. Oh, lovely bit of skill from Taylor. Just absolutely toying with the defenders out there. As Hannaford retains position after Taylor momentarily lost it. Here's Phillip, who's also impressed today. Gets it out wide to Henry. Acres of space. Gets it back for Phillip to Benjamin. There's also been a terror to defenses so far. Phillip, Williams, Trail, Harriet. Harriet skips past one, gets out of the way of the referee, and that's a free kick. It seems it's going to be 2 changes already this early into the game. I must say it's a rather unusual move, especially because it's right before half-time, but given the state of the game, I guess somewhat understandable, and that's going to be young Sean Benjamin. He's going to be coming on in place of number 3, which is McCoy Bradnock. And the second player is number 18. He'll be coming on in place, surprisingly, of the number 8, Adonijah Burford, who, for my money, at least has been actually really good, but he has had a tough time of it coming against a player of Javier Henry's quality. Free kick to be taken now by Williams. Free kick goes over. Oh, what a goal! What a strike, Rashawn Williams! That is a beauty of a goal. He's kicked a corner kick, a corner flag off of it, where it used to stand, but he very nearly did the same thing to the goal. That was a thunder strike. Look at that for a shot, ladies and gentlemen. Arguably goal of the day, and we've seen some strikes thus far. The goalkeeper could do nothing but react. The ball was in the net before he knew anything about it. He dived, but I'm sure he didn't see the ball. What a goal. Rashawn Williams, take a bow.
The ball in there and let him say, take the goal
and Henry somehow keeps that in play. Gets beyond Churchill. Leaves it for Benjamin, who turns and is brought down. Referee says no foul. Linton gets it to Thomas. Skips past Williams there. Good bit of skill. Eskimar Reed. Loses out there to Samuel Taylor. Tries to feed Sean Benjamin, but pass that time wasn't accurate. Linton. Reed. Finds Robinson. Actually, that was number 9, my bad.
Lock it down!
Pass there from the number 8. Couldn't be able to find his teammate there. Jaheim Fuller, who made his way onto the pitch. The number 9, for those who are unaware, for Waterhouse, that is Nashon Benjamin. And I must say again, ladies and gentlemen, despite the fact that Burford had to be substituted, most likely to the fact that he was getting terrorized by Javier Henry, I must say, I think they could have perhaps moved him to another position, because he was easily one of the standout players for Waterhouse. It was one of the few players that actually looked really, really good on the ball. I think that could have stayed on a bit longer, but nevertheless, it's the coach's decision, not mine. I'm just a commentator, folks. And of course, just a reminder to like, comment, and subscribe. The interactions here on MG Sports are greatly appreciated here. I'm the commentator for today, John Stewart, and it's been a pleasure commentating on this competition for the last year or so. Seeing so many young players who just have the talent to succeed in the professional realms of football. And apologies for the pauses in my speech at times. It's just, there's some comments that have been made in the background that are extremely funny, and chief among them, and I'm sure Mario won't appreciate them, being that Arsenal currently losing, which of course will no doubt upset him. Massive Arsenal fan, as his name implies. Ball comes in towards the back post. Marco Dean spins, claims that, despite being under some duress, quite easily claimed that. And now Javier Henry is on the counter attack. He's through to Benjamin, trying to get beyond his man there, but good defending there. And couldn't get all the way through to Thomas and his Harriet. And the referee blows for half-time right on the stroke of the 40th minute. And I must say, dominant, dominant, dominant. That is the word to describe this first half by Mount Pleasant. The artistry on show, the level of skill, the youthful exuberance, been spectacular. Nothing short of spectacular from Mount Pleasant again. 3-0 to the good here at the half against Waterhouse. And I must say, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure commentating every time I get the chance to watch this team, no matter who. But enough of my rambling. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be on a break at halftime in the KFC Cup under 18 competition. We'll be back after the break. I'm Judge Stewart. Stay tuned here on MG Sports.
One more. Ante. Yeah. Are you at the game? Huh? I was just watching up again, marketing and somebody said 2-2. I was like, what? What are you doing this? Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I saw.
Father Basil.
Yeah.
Father Basil. Want to take a picture?
Me?
Yeah, just take off your hat. Oh, watch your India work. Oh, remember, I'm just a member. Oh. Thanks.
Got it? Yeah. Good ankle?
Yeah, I think so.
Go on. Line. Keep up the line with the wall so we can keep a space behind our so we can come in after the
Left clock, yeah. Clock, you can't come off 5 feet. I've got toss and go through the bush.
On the way here in the second half of the KFC League Cup match day 3, game 3. Last game of the day. Lesson in class. Oh, lovely skill there by Samuel Taylor to flick it over to Cameron Reed's head there. It's been a welcome to the League Cup moment as described by Mr. Siobhan Peart earlier. Most definitely taking Waterhouse to school in the first half. Not just the fact that they scored 3 times, but the level of dominance on display here.
Alright,
Lovely ball from Taylor into the path of Benjamin, who opened the scoring after a wonderful pass in behind from Ronaldinho Harriet, that is. But offside in the occasion, there. Second goal, of course, coming courtesy of Basil Trail, the shortest man on the pitch. But he's got a large heart. And the third goal, an unbelievable effort from about 25 to 30 yards. A free kick from Captain Fantastic, Rashawn Williams. He's been absolutely on fire in these last two games, I have to say. For my money, right now he's the man of the match. And of course, you still have some ways to go in this second half, but you could so easily have won it in the first game, really, as well, against Portmore United. But Samuel Taylor, his performance was just too good to ignore, and Taylor's been decent again here today. But the star of the show, really, for me, has been Williams today. Javier Henry's also been electric on that right hand side as well. Unbelievable. His interplay, his ability to link with his teammates in short spaces, and his dribbling 1v1, stretching opposing defenses. Ridiculous, really. Love his pace as well. His confidence. Samuel Taylor showing skill again to just hold off his man. Reminiscent of last year's Golden Boot winner Cleveland Nugent. Yes, he got the top score of 9 goals. His dribbling speed was phenomenal to watch, just breathtaking. But still yet to see a player like Franco Celestin from last year, who was something else. Of course, I'd never dare compare him to Lionel Messi, but he's the closest player I've seen in terms of youngsters in the Jamaican circuit. Of course, he's Haitian, but in terms of playing in Jamaica, he's the closest players I've seen in terms of like a profile, not necessarily talent outright, but in terms of profile, he's been breathtaking to watch whenever he's played for Mount Pleasant's first team, as well as their academy in this Elite Cup from last year. He's, of course, was subject to some transfer rumors. He was alleged to be joining Montego United actually in the last transfer window, but the move was blocked due to some disputes over how the transfer took place, and as a result he's had to stay at Mount Pleasant, which obviously is not great news for him, as he's not already played this game this year, but neither has his Haitian counterpart Miguel Joseph. And if you're wondering why I didn't comment on the shot by Waterhouse moments ago, I think it's because the less said about that, the better. My father once said, "Don't have anything good to say, don't say it at all." Not the greatest pass in the world there, and that could be going out for a throw, and will Waterhouse confidence has been shot here to absolute bits. They look dismayed, really dejected almost, and who can blame him after being given a footballing lesson really in the first half. They were made to look helpless there. Harriet trying to withstand the pressure from the opposing defenders there, but he's fouled, and that will be a free kick to Mount Pleasant. Seems Harriet will be the one to take. Well, has a good delivery on him. Of course, came up with that assist for the first goal from Benjamin. And with this one in, it goes towards Benjamin again, who almost made contact and probably would have guided it on target, but drifted all the way to far post, and Waterhouse and come clear. Garrett Taylor, and now here's the number 11. But E1's pass, not the most accurate in the world, but now here's Williams, who scored that first goal, trying to get past everyone on his own, but eventually loses the ball, and Waterhouse can come clear. And here's Philip, who's getting stuck in. Harriet moved it to beat Robinson. Oh, lovely turn.
Good turn, Javier.
Skips past his men.
Come in, Jav.
And now here's Benjamin. Picks it up. Skips past one.
Come in,
Still
Javier.
retains possession. Finds Samuel Taylor, who cuts inside. Has a shot. And never really having the power nor the accuracy to really test Tahir Hornet in goal. And that
Come on, man,
quite
knock
a
them down.
comfortable
Them
save.
five.
Oh, lovely ball towards you, and now he has Harriet 1v1
Knock
on
them
that with
down.
Linton on that left hand side. Tries to find Rashawn Williams, who leaves it for Henry. Touch was heavy, and the shot was
Sorry, Mom.
not accurate.
Sorry,
It goes to the
sorry,
bar.
Jav.
I think had the first touch been better, would have put him in a better position to get a cleaner strike at goal. Nevertheless, in the grand scheme of things, folks, it is 3-0 to Mount Pleasant. And at this point, it's really just a matter of how many can Mount Pleasant get. Not to discount the efforts of Waterhouse, but in the first half, it really was a display to be a golfing class between the two teams. And I struggle, even with this much left to go in the game, I really do struggle to see how
Rasta, yeah.
gonna get back into it. Samuel Taylor, his experience is showing here. Just his calmness, his coolness on the ball, that of a superstar. Man in the making. Waterhouse putting some pressure up front there, but easily escaped there by young Philip. Puts it into Rashawn Williams. Gets it out wide to Samuel Taylor. Cuts inside. Because a goal! Just rising over the upright there. Almost got his third of the campaign there.
Rasta one.
And I have a feeling that before this one is through, he'll be looking to do just that. He was fantastic in the first half. Javier Henry as well. Taylor, every opportunity really looking to get at the defenders and have a strike inside. Harriet on the ground still from forming that collision. And we'll be, of course, hoping that he it seems that number 15, Himani Monroe, for Waterhouse will be coming on. And also Andre Barrett. Himani Monroe will be hoping to spark some sort of comeback here, but I must say, given the disparity between the two, unlikely. But here's a replay of that chance just a few moments ago from Samuel Taylor cutting inside beautifully and almost arrowing that into the top corner, but just couldn't get there. And in the end, its score remains 3-0, and seems as though going to be a substitution here. Basil Trail, goal scorer, of course, in the first half, coming off, and comes off to a round of applause from the supporters. And it also seems that Sean Benjamin, who scored the first goal, will also make way. Substitution of two of the goal scorers, they'll be making way for number 6 and number 19, that being Mario Nelson and Nardo Newman, respectively. Nardo Newman, of course, was the goal scorer of the fourth and last goal for Mount Pleasant in the first game that they played against Portmore United.
Well done, Ross. Well done.
It's just passed right around now. Hines and Nicodine Spence tries to find Harriet, but collected by Waterhouse. Give the ball away again cheaply, must say. Taylor trying to find number 19 Newman, and they point to the spot. Waterhouse
Watch out!
upset Stevenson, who's just come onto the pitch. He's given a yellow card.
Oh, I keep that
His
now.
descent, absolutely livid with the decision made, but it is a penalty. Nardo Newman, of course, was
Come on,
goal
Rashawn,
scorer
bring
last
it
week,
up.
and he's done well here to earn his team a penalty, which Rashawn Williams
Come on,
will
Rashawn.
take. And of course,
What that
he
mean
scored
say?
a penalty last week against Portmore United. He'll be
Please, Rashawn.
hoping
Big it up.
to do the same again here today.
Big it up.
Mount present to see if they can get the fourth of the evening. Rashawn Williams up steps the captain, and he calmly dispatches, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Ice cool from the skipper, and his celebration is that of his demeanor. Composed. He knows that it's too easy. He knows that he's too good. It's one thing to be that good, but it's another thing to know the confidence is brimming off this young man. He's taken the captain's armband off of Earl Gomez from last year. He's made it his own this year. He's been sensational, the young central midfielder. He has everything you could want. He can beat a man in tight spaces. He has work ethic off the ball, his positional play in terms of how to receive a pass, to avail himself, to create space in the middle of the park for his team as an outlet is there. The fundamentals are there, but he also has the flash. He has the goals from midfield. He has the ability to beat 2 or 3 men. He has the ability to switch the play with a long pass, given his range. Is there anything this young man can't do? At the moment, I guess the answer to that would be to not score. Of course, tied for top goal scorer with Miles Hannah of Kingston Football Academy for 3 goals.
Alone, crap.
Caveat being that he's a central midfielder and Miles Hannah is a centre forward. I must say, should he keep up this run, it's going to be hard to bet against him not being atop the list, or at least near at the end of the season when it comes on to goal scoring. If he keeps this up, on present, known to score at will.
And a Rasta, Emmanuel Rasta.
They'll be looking to do more of the same throughout this competition. Of course, I mentioned before, Kingston Football
All
Academy
right.
scored 4, then 5 in the first and second match days of this Elite Cup. Mount Pleasant looking to replicate that. Oh, lovely bit of skill there from Samuel Taylor.
Watch out.
Oh, what a turn. Look at this
I
young
want
man
you
go.
smooch dead, I want dead.
But the passing
Mm-mm.
afterwards wasn't on the money, but his skill on the ball is mesmerizing. Something to behold, really.
Come in, run back and farm up when you go now, farm up. Win that Rasta.
And of course, as I mentioned before,
Come
Williams
in,
is
Jav.
top the scoring charts at the moment, tied with Miles Hannah. But right behind him is his teammate Samuel Taylor, as well as Robinho Morgan from Kingston Football Academy. And I don't think at this point there'll be a question that either of those two young men,
Get thump up now, man.
Taylor and Williams, whether or not they'll be vying for more Harriet from distance.
Jesus!
Looks like a promising effort, but rising always over the bar.
That's why they have that
There
kick
will be
there,
some
no?
changes made. A good little stretch of games. And he was really good whenever he did play this all-round game. He didn't manage to get on the score sheet, unfortunately, but his performances were really good. Very promising. And Leonardo Flowers, who also played pretty well last game out.
Big baller.
Coming on.
Good
Samuel
player.
Taylor and Sean Williams, two of the stand-up players so far in this competition all round. They'll both be coming off. Williams, for me, man of the match. Yes, quite some time to go in this game, but for me, even the 62 minutes that he's played out of a possible 80, I'm assuming, ridiculous performance. And Samuel Taylor, yet again, at his superb best, unable to get a goal this time, but he has time to make up for it. He did say in a post-match interview last week that he's vying for at least 15 goals in this competition, which I'd say that's a bit far-fetched in terms of a goal. But given his talent, I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's too far-fetched, really. Craven Nugent, of course, did get 9 last season as the top scorer, and was his counterpart in terms of being the number 7 last year. And will he repeat that this year? Most definitely has the ability. And here's Centre Nord in on the left-hand side. Philip. Back to Harriet. Spins, turns away from Robinson. Feeds hides outside. He loses it, but it's a throw in to Mount Pleasant. I think the only player in the front line that hasn't scored today would be Taylor, and well, Javier Henry as well, who's also been fantastic. Hasn't scored yet so far in this campaign, but he has been stellar in both games, especially this one. Pace and skill in abundance. Nelson, who seems to be a feature of the Mount Pleasant Academy, the ability to be the man in space. Harriet. Nelson. Oh, lovely turn to skip away from the player there. This is prime Barcelona or Mount Pleasant. Really, this is fantastic football. Most enjoyable football I've watched all day, really. Let's not to discount the efforts of the 2 previous games that we've witnessed. The football on show here is quite honestly at a different level altogether.
Mario, go round, Mario, don't get lazy.
Dribbling, passing, intelligence on show. It's all just different gravy. That header is over the bar, and that will be a corner kick to Waterhouse. Briefly couldn't quite capture the entirety of the highlight there, but you get the picture. Short corner taken here by Waterhouse. Comes in, and no one on it. No real fight, passion showed for get on the end of that. And Spence quite easily got straight. Now it's Jackson St. Nord.
This a thump up. This a that man say me know him a play.
Philip gives it to the other brother instead. Out wide. Flowers loses it, but that will be a throw-in to Mount Pleasant.
One more goal my side. That was one more maybe. Come on, my side, pressure!
From Harriet to Harriet.
That's a
Chance to
Rasta!
go at goal from here, but opts not to.
That's a
And
Rasta!
Jackson fed Harriet, but
No room,
couldn't take advantage.
Beat him!
And Robinson trying to piggyback on Mario Nelson there, but Shady wasn't welcome. And that would be a free kick. Can't really see too much about that one. That was obviously a foul.
What a tackle.
Now here's James Stevenson.
Come on, we want 5.
James Fuller.
5% of them are getting a one I do.
Mar.
Let's go, man, let's go.
Come on, Rasta! Come on, Jeffy! Jen! Lock it down, Rasta! Dead boy, he's off from a ball. You know me, you're bright team. Watch it. Dead boy. Dead boy.
Pass.
You see him need the help on them, nothing but I go for the ball, brother.
Waterhouse and
Lock it down, there's a thump up.
Waterhouse trying to come clear.
Come on, Rasta.
Turn back. Now he's Linton on the ball, a bit further forward than he was previously.
Outside him there.
The score line being what it is, I think they're just trying to get some goals in. James Stevenson and Jackson St. Nord does well in his defensive duties there. And St. Nord grabs hold of the shirt of Stevenson, and that's obviously going to be a free kick.
Hey, yo. What was that?
What you want to do this, Marco? What you want to do this? My 18 yard! Marco, 18! Get on the
Seems
team!
this will be taken by Stevenson.
No man can stay away from one man.
Oh, mate, acrobatically so. And it results in a header. As it was put back into the box is harmlessly wide. Just about 11 or 10 minutes to go in this one. It's about a time, and I must say, final 3 words of my coverage in the dominance.
Thank you very much, Chulani. I sent on this.
Yeah, my ball.
Absolute cruise control really in the second
That one boy, man, I win. When the second one was scored.
the penalty, but to be honest, it could have been 5 or 6 in that first half.
Second. Yeah.
Now here's Harriet.
I mean, Javier wants it back, you know. What you do? Javier wants it back, brother. Man, when
Shot
he
from
gets
distance.
goal, Jesus.
That's an easy save.
Stop again now. Stop play.
Lock that down.
It's a ball out wide.
Back
Lock it
post,
down,
back
my
post, back
side.
post. Remember, back
Left-hand
post.
side for
Lock it down.
not sure what he saw there.
And a shot.
And a female
Pass.
touchy.
Where man do?
And a female touchy now.
Wrong side, for the one over there. Oh.
Seems he's taking the deflection.
Yeah, you look up for someone. It deflect right.
I saw a game early.
Because mark properly, mark properly. Mark now here. Mark set properly.
Corner comes in here, towards the back post, headed down. And Harriet will shoot that out. Robinson's header.
Yeah, we can't get 2 goal, man.
Not for the first time this evening, and that will be a goal kick to Mount Pleasant.
2 more. Rasta 2 more goal, come on.
Nelson.
KFC have 7.
Come on. What your name? Juvia, what your name? We want goal.
Jackson, go forward, mindset.
Lovely ball at the top there from number 15
Come on,
there.
lock them down there, sir.
Rasta, you have to if anything.
Waterhouse
Go on now, Mike, because
still
Jackson
trying to.
tired power here.
Oh, lovely bit of skill, but unable to get it back and loses the ball.
Alright up, you know.
Waterhouse.
The man I can't say
Little one or two moments of skill and flair, but all in all, no real consistency to their game.
Well done, nephew, top up.
Second best all in one. As the players played a different sport.
Right this man. Right this.
Could get B5 here, ladies and gentlemen. Now he's married. Starts in St. Honor. Gets past one.
That's
Pass
what
inside. Has a strike, will he? No. And the shot comes in and that's saved. And quite easily at that.
Wrong man.
Did eventually have a crack at goal, but there's a replay there of that.
What's up? I push down the man now.
Shot for the first time for asking, really.
Watch ya.
Took the element of surprise out of it. And it was Harriet.
Take that one there, Tony.
One man in the box, I wouldn't cross it here.
Come in, Javier, take it from
But here's Henry.
Come up, take it
From
from
distance.
Sorry. Good try.
Yo, Chef Harry. Chef Harry.
That will be a goal kick to Waterhouse.
I'm at 22, nobody go there. Oh, grab this side here. You look good for your side, boy.
Hey, look, don't take the man down for the rest.
Balls your belly, I go, boy. Go have a big salad you as a go. What?
Mark it. Physio. Physio. Hey.
More pleasant, physio.
Walk on.
Come in, Flowers. We want 2
Mark
goals.
Newman just receiving some instructions there from his coach. And there we can see number 4 there, Ronaldinho Harriet, down yet again. Down early and seems he's going to have to be forced into a change now. His brother, Ras Ronaldo Harriet, has been quite sensational, I must say.
Russell, come on.
They've both been
More pleasant,
turning in
we
good
go.
performances in these last 2 games, but I must say,
Come in, nephew.
Ronaldo Harriet, something special. Great delivery for that first goal, and Ronaldinho Harriet makes his exit here. Pleasant,
Go on again, skipper. Go on again, skipper.
simple, efficient, elegant. There are very few words able to describe the beautiful game that are able to capture just how grateful I am to be watching good football played on good surface pitches, and we could yet see a 5th here. Terrible strike. That was not efficient or elegant at all, but offside nonetheless. It seems it was the commentator's curse, just as I was rambling about how good this team are in terms of not just quality but entertainment. I saw a horrible play. I think I'll just keep the superlatives for later. There's Robinson. Oh, lovely ability to beat a couple of defenders, and somehow the referee says play on. And that's a red card. And it's an early show up. Most definitely was a foul. I agree with him there. Most definitely was a foul. But you cannot hurl insults at the referee and expect to remain on the pitch. And for that, Waterhouse will remain a man down for the rest of this game for however long we have left. It's supposed to be 4 to perhaps 5 minutes. Nevertheless, the frustration has gotten to the better of Waterhouse players, and there'll be a red card. Waterhouse
Marco.
Not sure
The ball, man. Messi, coach that man.
what they do from here. They're 4 goals down and a man down. This could get ugly fast. Well, we thought that was going to be the case after being down 3 at the first half. And it's already gotten ugly, but could it yet become 5 or 6 here if Mount Pleasant really wanted it to be?
Come on, a fight. What's up? A
They've
fight,
just
them a
taken
fight.
their foot off the gas just a bit. Perhaps to conserve a bit of energy. And I said earlier that they don't show mercy, but it seems they have here. Because this has been
Nice and calm.
a beating of epic proportions. This has been a lesson. We've taken them to school here at Waterhouse. Of course, newcomers to this competition, but they'll come to quickly learn that Mount Pleasant do not play around, especially not at home. And any sort of confidence that they had coming into this one most definitely shattered by the time the 3rd goal was scored. And Rashawn Williams just sucked all the energy out of their starting lineup with that thunderbolt of a free kick. Take this free kick quickly. Cross comes in, and that's hidden away.
Alright, Juby. Yeah, alone. Come in, nephew. Send it down there now, confident.
Spins to Hines.
The one that just
Knows he's not going to be pressed because seems Waterhouse have pretty much given up. And so he just stood there waiting, and no one came to press him. Loses the ball, trying to be a bit too fancy.
Hey, you fall and get the ball. You know, you know, take that over.
Yeah, anything you rest, say yes, but
Sean Benjamin flicking his fingers in, but
Get the head up and see the
tried afterwards to get a foul, but the referee said none. So move on.
Special kid.
Harriet into flows, and seems his teammate slipped there, and that will.
come in, come in.
High up the pitch,
Come on,
ball
fellas.
comes all the way
Alright,
through to Newman.
Jesus. Sorry,
And
sorry,
Northern
sorry,
Newman.
sorry.
Very nearly there. Had he put it on target, had an opportunity, as we can show the replay, to get his 2nd of the tournament. Good press from Mount Pleasant to win the ball high up the pitch there, but Newman's shot always going wide. There's a bit of balance when he shot that, and perhaps could have cut back inside rather, to his right foot before striking. Nevertheless, that's what it is for him. And Ruben Spence, the number 1 for Mount Pleasant, substituted here. Must see. And shot here from Javier Henry Trenty for his first of the game, and not just the game, but the tournament really. But as you can see by the replay, easily saved now. It's Hannaford. Back to Newman. Hannaford from distance, and they left the keeper stranded in goal there. Harnett knew nothing about that, but it did go wide, fortunately for him. Again, unnecessarily giving the ball away over Jackson St. Gets it back, return pass, lays it off for Henry, I believe, and what a save. Goal there from Tahir Harnett. Good save, and use his feet there, good ingenuity on the spot there. Couldn't get down low enough to use his hands or use his feet.
Hey! Referee, you see that? No, no. Number 6, no. Don't do that.
Really could have been 6 or 7.
Don't do that, number 6.
6 or 7. No apologizing, stating that. That is a fact at this
Finish
point.
now. Finish my side. Finish.
Out wide for Flowers. Has a chance to cross here. He does.
Control.
Finds Newman, chips it down, but slips foot to take advantage. And Waterhouse.
Jump off.
Here. Engineer a counter-situation.
Let's see what I play against somebody. We get one clean and keep up.
Instead, he slowed the play down.
Tackle him!
And Stevenson Nelson from there, and good composure from the young man, instead of booting it clear, looked back for a teammate. Hines.
Well done, Mario. Well done. Well done, man. Let's keep on ball on your time. What if you give them that again?
Turn and go.
Gets the pass there from Newman. 1v1. Cuts inside. Tries to lead off for teammate, but gets it back as a shot from distance. And that goes just over the bar. And there we have the replay. Ricochet of the defender. Now Jackson St. Bernard had a wonderful opportunity to get his goal in this video. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't get it. And that'll be the end of the game. And on comes on Michael Burke.
Yeah. Front screen. Settle in front.
Came on himself. It's just been that kind of evening, I suppose, for Waterhouse. Nothing's really gone right for them. And the goalkeeper right now in goal for Mount Pleasant is actually DeAndre Gordon, debutant for the team in this competition at least. Could be the young man to one day take over from Marco Dean Spence when he of course comes of age and is able to sign a professional contract here in Jamaica or perhaps overseas. But for now, Marco Dean Spence of course the number one, and deservedly so, after helping the team to win the trophy last year, and not just win but maintain 2 clean sheets in 2 games in the playoffs. Superb defensive record. When he's through on goal, Newman, shot blocked valiantly there by Waterhouse. Newman still had possession but eventually lost it.
Second.
Andre Barrett there, trying to win it off of
Five,
Newman there, but unable to. Philip gets it back to Nelson. Hannaford. Hines, who has the captain armband now. And finally, right before we could get to DeAndre Gordon, the referee puts Waterhouse out of their misery and brings an end to the live coverage here on MG Sports today of the KFC Under-18 Elite Cup. Score at the end of this one is Mount Pleasant 4, Waterhouse 0, and I have to say, folks, this wasn't a beating, this was abuse. This was, quite frankly, a footballing lesson of epic proportions, and Mount Pleasant, at least for now, they will return to the top of the table. They have the same amount of points as Kingston Football Academy and 1 less goal, but they have conceded less goals as well than Kingston Football Academy, and for that reason I believe they are top of the table currently. I have to say, it's been enthralling, another round of games here in the KFC Elite Cup. Of course, stay tuned in the next week edition, the Saturday edition rather, as we'll be having more games for you on Saturday. As Jamaica United will play Cavalier. Ballers will take on Portland. Ballers will return from their bye week. And Mount Pleasant will play.
No, them sub them make no make sense.
Well, Mount Table United will play
Them sub them make sense.
Waterhouse rather in their game. As I said before, Cavalier not in the competition this year, but nevertheless, it's been a pleasure bringing to you live coverage here on MG Sports. I've been John Stewart, your commentator for the day, and that'll be all, folks. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Ready?